Hi everyone, my name is Katie Weislake, and today I'll be talking about the Texas Heritage Days of 2019, as well as my other responsibilities as a Dean's Grant recipient for Dr. Kathleen Hudson this past year. To begin, the Texas Heritage Days were held in September 2019 at Schreiner University. This annual event was free and open to the public. All local schools were encouraged to attend, and we personally invited them as well. We also encouraged the community and those visiting to attend as well, as it was free and open to the public. We had amazing performers come in, and we had over 50, in fact, attend. We also had a tribute to the father of country music in the state of Texas, Jimmie Rodgers. It was a great event I had the pleasure of helping with. Additional responsibilities I had was helping her with making educational material. The first one is about Terry Hendricks. She is a singer-songwriter and a multi-instrumentalist that plays the guitar, mandolin, and harmonica. She is an American genre performer, which includes folk, pop, country, blues, and jazz music. She also began the Willery record label and owned it since 1996. How inspiring. Terry Hendricks has even created her own campaign called Own Your Own Universe, or OYOU for short. She was diagnosed with epilepsy in the early 1990s and uses music to overcome her daily challenges. This was part of her inspiration for beginning this campaign. She even released 19 albums, which is astonishing. More about her campaign. Her mission is to make art accessible to everyone, regardless of age, income, social, or mobility issues, through a variety of workshops, concerts, and retreats. This is a nonprofit that primarily serves in Martindale and San Marcos communities, and the name comes from a lyric in her song called Wallet. She began teaching guitar lessons in 1992 to inner-city teenagers at a juvenile detention center in New Braunfels, Texas, and she makes sure that this program is available to everybody. Some of her accomplishments include her owning her own record label, Willery Record Label, as I mentioned before. She is recognized as one of the Texas 20 Essential Contemporary Singer-Songwriters in Acoustic Guitar Magazine as well. She has master recordings that are housed at the Whitliff Collections at Texas State, and she even has co-written the Dixie Chicks' Little Jack Slade that became a Grammy Award winning. Terry Hendricks has also been given an abundance of awards, which is not limited to her being distinguished through the Alumni Award at Hardin-Simmons University in Abilene, Texas. She has been inducted into the 2015 Women's Hall of Fame in San Marcos, Texas, as well as honored with an Art of Peace Award by St. Mary's University and the Star on South Texas Music Walk of Fame. And here's the star. Terry Hendricks has even created her own book called Cry Till You Laugh, The Part That Ain't Art. I had the pleasure of reading this book last year in my English 1 course, and it was a truly inspiring story. And now moving on to Max Baca y los Tex-Maniacs. And now to learn more about the band. Max Baca plays the bajo sexto, Josh Baca plays the accordion, Noel Hernandez plays the electric bass, and Lorenzo Martinez plays the drums. It began in 1997 by Max Baca himself. He tries to incorporate rock and roll, jazz, Conjunto Tejano roots, won a Grammy Award for his Tejano Album of the Year in 2010, which was Borders y Bailes. Max Baca is a talented musician that was born and raised in Albuquerque, New Mexico. He began learning the accordion at the age of 5, and by the age of 12, Max and his brother Jimmy started the band Los Hermanos Baca. Flaco Jimmy invited Max to play in San Antonio, Texas to play the bajo sexto. He learned to play the 12 strings, which is unique compared to other performers who play much less. And here it is, as you can see. The band has had amazing success in the past few years, and the fact that they've had 5 highly successful albums. The first one began in 2004 with Tex-Mex Groove. Next was Borders y Bailes in 2009, Texas Sounds and Tex-Mex Sounds in 2012, Americana Groove in 2015, and Cruzando Borders in 2018. Next we will be discussing Hogan and Moss and the Old Weird America. The name came from the American Music Criticism by Greil Marcus, and here's the man himself. To learn a little bit more about them. John Hogan is a folk musician and has been for more than 20 years. He grew up in the American West and has written ballads, love songs, and waltzes. His roots are in traditional gospel and country music. He even became the regional winner in the Kerrville Folk Festival songwriting contest here in town. He presented the key to the city of El Paso for preservation of American heritage music. You go, John Hogan. A little bit more about Maria Moss. She is from Houston, Texas, and is a self-taught musician. She graduated from the University of Houston and wrote newspapers and edited city magazines for the Houston Bureau of New York Times. She's freelanced about art, food, and travel, and has a unique finger-picking style when she uses her guitar. Together, they play more than 250 shows, house concerts, and teaching events annually. They toured Ireland, Belgium, and the Netherlands in 2019, and they work with nonprofit foundation. They were even selected as a facilitating songwriters and artists in a National Music Engagement and Research Initiative just 2 years ago in 2018. This was funded by the National Endowment for the Arts. Hogan and Moss have been so successful, and their reviews don't lie. They even have successful albums. In 2010, they created the album Every Now and Then Songs of Townes Van Zandt and Blaze Foley. It contains 6 songs by Townes Van Zandt and 6 songs by Blaze Foley, which 3 are actually co-written with John Hogan himself. The next album was Go Lightning, the Old Time album in 2011 that has their first 14 traditional songs. You've Been That Friend to Me in 2016 with 17 traditional songs recorded between 1927 and 1958. It even has been featured on Anthology of Folk Music and Mountain Music of Kentucky Volume 2. Recently, they have even come out with the album In Dreams Go Back Home. This came out in 2016 that has original songs that was produced by John. The latest album, called In the Golden West, came out in 2019 containing 15 of their songs. With all this being said, China University has had the pleasure of hosting the Texas Heritage event as well as hosting concerts for the 3 performers.